Hey friends, it's Kelly from Chestnut Junction. We specialize in primitive crafts. If you haven't already visited our Etsy shop, we have lots of primitive patterns at chestnutjunction.etsy.com. We'd like to welcome you to our live this evening. If you are watching on the replay or watching on Facebook, feel free to go ahead and scroll past this beginning part while we wait for people to hop on, because we don't want to start without them. Whenever you're coming on, go ahead and tell us hi and tell us where you're from. Looks like we have some people hopping on this evening. We're just going to wait a minute or two. Hey there, Miss Kathy. How are you doing this evening? Just waiting for you ladies to come on in before we start. Hi, Marlene. Got another Christmas wintry project for you this evening, and we'll have a free download. Hey, Miss Teresa, how are you doing? Yeah, we'll have another download for you, free download for you this evening with this project. Hey there, Victoria. Hi, Sandra from Maryland. How are you? Hey, Miss Dee Dee. Oh, Marlene, I didn't know you were from New Hampshire. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? Just giving you guys a few minutes to jump on here. I'm sure, Teresa, you worked today, didn't you? Hey, Miss Rhonda. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Mary. Mary, we are going to do another Christmas project, Christmas wintry project. It's more of a Christmas project tonight. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Leanne. And we're going to have another free download for you. So tonight we are going to do a triangle Santa. And that may sound a little weird, but it's going to work out. And this is going to be your pattern sheet for this evening. So this is our Santa, and then we have his nose up there, and we will show you how to do everything else in this live tonight. So if the producer is not sleeping this evening, he may have, Hola Fatima, he may have put that link up for you already. I am not sure. And I don't know if Miss Nicole is with us this evening, but Miss Nicole went and bought and again, I'm not an affiliate, but Miss Nicole went and bought this little Singer machine. She has never sewn before in her life. She went and bought this little Singer machine, and hey, Miss Sally, and she watched our tutorial, and she actually sewed together today the pumpkin poke, and she sent me pics, and she was doing really good. So if you think you can't sew, you can, because Miss Nicole proved it. And like I said, I'm not an affiliate for the Singer machine, but this little machine is very simple to use. Hi, Juliana. Yes, guys, don't forget about our live auction tomorrow night. We will not be making a craft tomorrow night. We will be auctioning off some of, woohoo, I'm dancing now. Ooh, auction. I told you, stuff is backwards for me. We're going to be auctioning off some of these goodies. We've got that witch back there and Mr. Pumpkinhead, and shimmy to this side. We've got that witch hat that we worked on, and we've got that little candy corn, raggedy witch. I hope to have a couple more things done. I'm going to try to finish up this evening, but that will be tomorrow night here on our Facebook page at 7, that live auction. and we hope to see you there. So we're going to go ahead and get this project started tonight. And as I said, this is our pattern sheet for tonight. So we went ahead and we traced that triangle onto our doubled muslin, and we are going to leave the opening at the bottom. So I'm going to turn my machine around here. And we're going to sew this together real quick. And I will remember to, last time I sewed on the live, I'm like, why isn't this working? It's because I didn't turn the machine on. So we got the machine turned on, and we will get our Santa sewed together here. How is everybody doing this evening? Woohoo! Got a little ahead of myself there. Hi, Lupita. Hi, Miss Carrie. Hi, Miss Ann. Now I gotta turn this baby off. Okay. Which way we going? Underneath? The producer's here. Ooh. Hello, hi. We had a little accident there. Okay. We need to straighten me up. Aunt Lydia says straighten me up. It's not looking good here. I have to go down like this. We had a little malfunction with the producer. Yeah, we need to work this out here. Oh no. Oh my oh. Bring it down a little bit. And maybe a little bit more. Okay, that's a good. Thank you. Okay, sorry for the little accident. Tonight we're making a Santa. We are making a triangle Santa, and I'm not sure if the producer has put that link up in the comments yet, but this is the pattern sheet for tonight. It is a free pattern sheet, and we just sewed our triangle Santa together. We left the opening at the bottom, and now we are going to, hi Christine, which stitch length do you use? You know, I don't know what the stitch, on my FAF, whatever you want to call it, it's on 2. That one, it's not marked. So I'm not sure what the stitch length is on it. It's not the shortest one, and it's not the longest one. I put it in the middle. So we're just going to cut out, hi Francine, cut out around our Santa here, leaving a 1/4 inch of fabric allowance. And we're leaving the opening at the bottom, and I'm going to be stuffing this tonight with the Morning Glory. Oh, there's the trash. Hey, Andrea. Thanks, Carrie. Carrie, you were the one I was talking to about the Boston accent, right? That girl's name is Michaela something. But if you search, I think if you search on Facebook, Michaela and makeup, you'll find her. But the Boston accent and all the makeup, I love her. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but this girl just entertains me. Hi, Marcy. So now we're just snipping around our seam allowance here, and be sure not to snip through that sewn line. And we are doing this snipping to give our fabric some movement, and so it will not pucker when we stuff it. Yeah, Carrie, you've got to find her. The accent it's over the top. I love it. Well, I make the producer's job very hard. I don't have a stuffing tool. Hi, Erica. Oh, he throws it at me. We need a new producer. I pay him too much money to be doing stuff like that to me. So we have turned our Santa right side out here. And then we are going to stuff. Got my stuffing over here in a box. And we are using the Morning Glory stuffing. And I like to go in at first and put a little bit of stuffing in the corners, and then taking my little stuffing tool and pushing them into the corners. That way you just make sure those corners are filled and like you don't get any little voids there. So that's the first thing I want to do, is stuff those little corners. So we got 3 corners here, and I did the bottom 2. And then we'll get this point on the top, which will be his hat. Stuffing party. Sue, go ahead and message the Chestnut Junction page. And if you message the page, I will attach that. Tell me which pattern sheet you need. And hi, Miss Rebecca. Hey, Brandy. Tell me which pattern you need when you message me, and I will attach that pattern sheet in Messenger for you. Hi, Esmeralda. Yeah, I don't know why some people are having problems downloading. Some people have been telling me it's you can still download it, but it's going to iBooks. So it's not letting you immediately see that download on your phone. Instead, it's getting downloaded directly to your iBooks. Ugh, my hair. So you need to, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, you need to, I've been told if you open up the iBooks, that's where the pattern went. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. Hi, Miss Tina. How are you? Hi, Mickey. Glad you guys are here. The more the merrier. Miss Mary, that is so true. I'm telling you what, downloading on the phones and the iPads, that's not so easy. You download on a computer, you know where it's at. Because people, you know, have been telling me that download goes to iBooks, and I'm like, where is the iBooks? I don't know. Hi, Nancy. Christine, I think we ordered the Morning Glory from Walmart.com, I think. Yes, the Santa project. Here's our little Santa. He's going to be a triangle Santa. And I don't know. I haven't seen it go by, but I'm sure the producer has put up that link for that free download sheet. Oh, you're welcome, Christine. Sometimes if you just Google, is that where we, okay. Deborah is saying, yes, it is Walmart. Oh, Hobby Lobby carries it too. How's the price comparison on it? Is it, hey, Miss Lynn. Boy, that's a good price. Because sometimes I think if Hobby Lobby isn't doing that 40% off, their prices are a lot higher than Walmart. What pound box was that, Rhonda? Hobby Lobby doesn't ship. Hey, Miss Debbie. Well, thanks, Debbie. We're glad you're here with us live tonight. Oh, that's a good price. Why do I stuff a little bit at a time? Because I find for myself, and it doesn't mean it works that way for you, I don't get any voids in the stuffing. I find that for myself, when I put in big clumps of stuffing, that they don't exactly mesh well for myself. I'm not good at working them together. Awesome, Melissa. And like whenever I have to like smooth it out and whatnot, I find that if it's in smaller pieces, they just kind of move around better. But that's me. That does not mean that's right for everybody. Because I get in here and I work it around to make sure it's nice and smooth. Yeah, that's usually what happens to me. I wind up with these big lumps if I put the big chunks of stuffing in. Did anybody make the little star we made on last night's live? Here's the little snowman and the star that we made last night on our live. So if you didn't see that live, it's still posted there on our Facebook page, and you can go back and watch the replay on that. Well, thank you. Oh, did you, Esmeralda? You haven't started yet, Francine? Well, maybe you can use some of these things that we're working on for Christmas gifts. Who doesn't like a handmade Christmas gift? Oh, did you, Teresa? I like the way it turned out. It's a dowel, and it's whittled down at one end. But I have had several ladies on here tell me that they get the chopsticks from the Chinese place and kind of sand the chopsticks a little bit, and that works for a stuffing tool. Oh, Lynn, maybe you can find it online, the hat. Marlene, you went to the fair today. Is it the county fair? Hey, Miss Gloria, you're not too late. We're working on a triangle Santa, and we're still giving him some stuffing here. Hey, Tammy. They're going to mark down that Singer machine again? I only caught the first part of that. You were at Joann's, and they said that they were going to mark that Singer down again. That's one heck of a deal. Because like I said, Amazon has that, that machine on Amazon is $200. And Joann's normal price is $159, and it's been on sale for $99, I know, over a month. Okay, so if you ladies who are on the fence about the sewing machine, Miss Vicky is saying that next Thursday, Joann's is supposed to have another sale on that Singer sewing machine. It's called the Singer Start. What is it? Singer Start 1304. Okay. And I did a tutorial on that for you guys that don't know how to sew. And that tutorial is still there on our Facebook page. But thank you for the information, Vicky. But so if you guys are on the fence about that, and that machine's going to go down in price again, I'd check that out on their website next Thursday. I got this piece of hair right here that just keeps bugging the poop out of me. I saw somebody mention something about the fair. So I have to tell you one of... okay, I'll answer Carrie first about how's Mooch doing. For those of you that don't know, Mooch is our kitty cat that decided he lives on our porch about a month ago. Rhonda, I want a serger. I don't know how to use it or what to do with it, but it just looks neat. But this morning, Mooch would not eat, and he would not stand on his back left leg. But for you guys just joining us who weren't here last night, Mooch is a stray kitty who decided he's ours, and he wasn't neutered, so we took him to the rescue veterinarian yesterday, and he was neutered, and he got all his shots. So even last night before we went to bed, his eyes were still huge and dilated, and he was like this. Yeah, he really couldn't even stand up. He was falling over. But he didn't want to stand on his hind leg today, and he was just really meowing like he was in pain. So the husband, hubby, called the vet, and she said because he got all those shots in one place that his leg is probably really hurting him, as well as from being neutered. And so hubby said something to her about pain, and she's like, no, they don't. Because like I said, this is a vet who works with the rescue. And they just shoot those cats through there. Like, honestly, it looks like 25 to 30 cats a day. But anyway, no pain management. And when we got Brody, our kitten, who's 6 months old, when we got him fixed, they flat out told us that whenever they were fixing him, that they were giving him a pain block, like a nerve block, that would last for 3 days. And so when we brought Brody home that night, he was playing like nothing had ever happened. Not Mooch. Mooch is like in horrific pain out there. And he didn't want to eat and whatnot. So the longer the day went, he just was going, because we had him in that crate on the back porch, And he didn't like that. And I just finally said to hubby, I was like, I'm letting him out. He doesn't like this. It's stressing him out. So we let him out, and he was gone for a couple hours. He came back, and then he ate, and he seems to be settling down now. But yeah, that was not nice for him this morning. I had no clue they wouldn't give him anything for pain, but that's probably why, you know, we paid like, I think it was $385 to have Brody fixed, and this was only $120. But you know, that's the veterinarian that the rescue uses. So I got my Santa stuffed, and I'm going to sew this opening shut. Well, I had said to hubby too, like last night, Mooch, his eyes were so dilated and he couldn't even stand up. And I was like, I wonder if they give them more anesthesia than needed just to keep them sedated. You know what I mean? Because they didn't give them any pain medication. Like maybe the pain medication is more expensive than the anesthesia, so they just over-sedate them. He's going to be okay. It's just going to take him a week or so. But it'll be interesting to see what he's going to do now that he's neutered. Like if he's still going to want to, you know, be the big man on campus and go out and be a ladies' man. Or if he's just going to become a little, you know, lounging porch kitty. So we'll have to see what happens with him. But all in all, I'm glad it's done. I think it's better for him anyway. Alrighty, we have the bottom of our Santa sewn closed, and I'm just going to work this stuffing a little bit to make it nice and smooth. So now, if you can see on our pattern sheet, we've got it marked off where we're going to paint that hat red. So I'm very low on the red that I normally use. So I have this red that's a little bit brighter, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of black paint to that just to deepen it a little bit. But I'm going to put this on here so I know where to paint that. Can you see how I'm marking this off as to where to paint my hat? Can you see how, see how I marked that off? So you know where to paint your hat. So we're going to put some red paint in our little bowl here. And like I said, I don't think that this paint is bright enough, or it's deep enough for my liking. It's a little too bright. So I'm going to add it. Oh, thank you. I am going to add a little bit, like a dot of black paint. just to deepen up that red color a little bit. I think we're going to add a dot. Oh, come on. Yes, Tammy, we do. We have been making patterns since 1998. If you'd like to see our patterns, we have an Etsy shop, which is chestnutjunction.etsy.com. Come on. Hopefully that wasn't too much. And that was a little much, so I'm going to add more red paint. If you're just joining us, that actually is our that is our business, is doing we publish primitive patterns, and we've been doing it since 1998. Boy, that black went a long way, didn't it? More red paint. I just added a little drop of black paint to my red paint because I thought my red paint was a little too bright. Well, I have to paint my little base over there anyway, so this will be fine. But this is looking better. It's not as bright. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. What color do I seem to use the most? Well, that would depend on what I'm making. What did you have in mind? Primitive colors or the, dark reds, browns, mustards, deep navy blue, black. Hopefully this turns out to be a nice color here. I normally for this would use Folk Art Barn Red, but I'm so low on it right now. I need to actually get out and get some. So we are going to paint our Santa hat now, and I'm using a flat brush. And I'm just going to follow along those little guidelines that I had drawn on here with our pencil. And the line doesn't have to be totally perfect because we are going to come back and put a little bit of a trim around his hat. What were we talking about? It was oral and no needle. Medicine? Are we talking about the shingle shot again? That was a whole discussion last night about the shingle shot. This is actually turning out to be a nice color. Oh, cat medicine. I'll tell you what, the cats, I don't know, a month or so ago, they needed to take a pill for something. Oh my gosh, never again. We just took them back to the vet and had the vet give them the pills. That was awful. Absolutely awful. And the vet, they had this long tool and they just poked the pill at the end of the tool, opened the cat's mouth, jammed that tool in there and hit the plunger on the end, and down those pills went. Oh my gosh, Rhonda. Now I have canned a lot of tomatoes in my day, but the moose meat, did you guys hunt the moose yourself? I'm such a wussy about animals. I could never go hunting. I get sad when I see the chicken truck on the highway. Oh, I'm sure, Jen. Gotta hide it in something. That's what's always good about dogs. You can hide it in something. Nice, Rhonda. I have had deer meat. I've never had moose meat. Bullwinkle. So we've got our hat painted, and we're going to hit that with our heat tool. Oh, really, Tammy? That's a lot at one time. Well, we hope you're doing better soon. Rhonda. You know what I thought you were going to say was that you were busy making moose munch. Have you ever had moose munch? I'm sure, Tammy, the side effects of getting vaccines is very real. The Moose Munch is made by Harry and David. And we always, I know you can get it on QVC, but it's like popcorn and candy and all kinds of yummy stuff mixed together. Thanks, Casey. I think it did turn out to be nice. Thanks, Sandy. You have to Google Moose Munch, Rhonda. Because they have a mix at Halloween where they put candy corn in it. I think they put candy corn and peanuts in it. I make caramel popcorn, but I've never put anything else in it. So this is going to be the base. It is just one of those wood discs that you buy. Yes, love the Moose Crunch. This is just one of those wood discs that you buy at the craft store. And I'm going to say this one is probably 4 inches. But the producer put a nail up through the bottom. I think that's a 3 or 4 inch nail. 3 inch would be fine. And then we put a little bit of wood glue there just to keep it in place. Moose Munch for moose parts. Yes, it's the ankles and the elbows and a little bit of the horn, and because it's got to be crunchy because it's munchy. No, Moose Munch, very good. Harry and David. And the only Harry and David stores that we ever see are like the ones at the Tanger outlets. I don't know if you guys have Tanger outlets near you, but that's where we always get, or where we would, because I haven't had Moose Munch in a couple of years. So we're going to use that same red paint and paint the base of our Santa here. This will make this will make it so that our Santa can stand. He won't have to be a leaner. Yes, exactly, Jen. Soup and stew season. Yes, ma'am. And you got to make homemade bread with that, with the soup and stew. See what I don't know. Can you tell the difference? How bright that red was and how nice it is with that little bit of black in it. The lady who does my hair, I said, the girl, she's younger than I am, her husband gets I think it's $2 a year, and they have the entire thing processed. She never buys beef. She buys chicken, but They have that deer made into roasts, bologna, hamburger, jerky, anything you can think of. If you can't download the free pattern, message the page and tell us which pattern sheet you need, and we will attach it in the Messenger for you. It starts at the end of this month. That was another freaky thing that my parents, I mean, just would lose their, crackers over. Was I grew up near a cemetery, and it was just full of deer. And my parents, would, when rut would come around, that the mating season. And granted, there was a couple times where you'd see a big buck wander onto our street, prancing around all big and yelling for the ladies. But, I mean, I literally was scared to death whenever I was a kid, because they were like, those males in rut, they'll attack you, they'll stomp you down. So, well, Miss Rhonda, those will still be there whenever you do get some paper. Oh, that's neat, Carrie. Oh my gosh, Rhonda. That would be neat to see. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Well, blessings to your husband, Miss Robin. Hope he's having a good day today. I'm going to give this, I don't think I'm going to give the bottom a second coat, but I'm going to give this top a second coat. Oh, I know what you're going through, Miss Robin, because we went through that with my grandmother. It is not easy, physically and emotionally. Yeah, the flu shot always makes us feel weird for a couple days. I used to have this neighbor who was so against the flu shot, and she literally would just like kind of harass us when we got the flu shot. I should have just, whenever she asked me if we got the flu shot, I just should have said no. But I'd be like, yeah, we got the flu shot. So she just start off on her spiel about how the flu shot gives you the flu and all this other stuff. And I just kind of think of that thing, like, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. But yes, the flu shot will make you feel weird for a couple days. Look how good that color turned out. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna find my sandpaper here. You've never had side effects from the flu shot? We always do. Definitely my arm will get sore, like somebody punched it. And sometimes I'll actually like get a little bit of a fever from it. But it only lasts like a day or two. Getting the flu was so, look at my hair. Getting the flu was so much worse than that day or two of the side effects. Really? Is it Alicia or Alicia? I don't want to call you the wrong name. Oh my goodness, Lori. The sandpaper, I believe, is medium grit. We didn't get used to get the flu shot whenever we were younger, but now that we're older, and for those of you that don't know, I went through lung cancer last year, and I lost half of my left lung. So I just try to be as careful as possible with getting sick. Oh, I'm sure getting all three of those at the same time, yes, did make you feel sick. Oh, thank you, Lori. I will say the bad part that going through what I did last year is that they changed one of my medications for my PTSD. And I've gained 70 pounds. So that's not, I don't like that at all. Well, God bless you, Rhonda. It's not easy going through it. And my mom has got terminal cancer right now. And back in May, she was given 6 to 8 months. So June, July, August, September, October. So that was 5 months ago. My mom was given 6 to 8 months. So she still seems to be doing her, you know, she's still going, you know. Oh, and that dementia. My my grandmother had dementia that turned, went into Alzheimer's, and now they think my mom has got dementia. But since she's got the terminal cancer, I can't say that we really think we're going to do anything about it. So just taking it, as it comes. So we have our Santa pattern here. Am I ever going to get used to this backwards? We got the nose over here. So we've cut that nose pattern piece out. Thank you, Vicki. And we are going to place our nose on the front of our Santa here, and we are going to trace the sides. Just trying to figure out where exactly I want this. I'm going to put this nose probably like an inch down from where we painted. I know you take those medications and they cause other things, but it's like 100% my complex PTSD is I'm handling things better because they changed my meds after I went through the cancer. But it makes my appetite like go through the roof. And I can't take appetite suppressants because those in themselves cause anxiety. So then they prescribed me Ozempic, which my insurance company denied. And so then my doctor really fought for me to get Wegovy. And Wegovy now is not allowing new patients, new signups for Wegovy until after the first of the year. So, I mean, we're hoping that after the first of the year that maybe possibly, I might be able to try that and get some relief from this, but, I can't keep on gaining weight. So we're going to do a pinched nose here, and I have got my nose traced on the front of our Santa. And on the back, I'm going to tie a little knot. Wow, Carrie. Yeah, it's rough. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Miss Carrie. So on the back here, we're going to take our needle and go through right where we made that little knot. Because I made a knot because when I come through to do this pinched nose, I'm going to be giving it a good tug. And I don't want my thread to come through from the back. So if I gave it that little bit of a knot, it's going to make sure my thread's staying secured. So I'm pushing my thread through the front. I went through the Santa and I pushed my thread through the front, and I'm at the top of that trace line. I am using cream colored crochet thread. Wow, Miss Tammy. So we came through, and I'm going, I don't know if you guys can still see me. I'm going to go down maybe about 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to go under the nose and go straight across. So next, and I'll give that a little bit of a pull. Next, we're going to go down 1/4 of an inch on this side, and I need my glasses here. Going to go down 1/4 of an inch on that side, go under the fabric, and go straight across. Oh, you're welcome, Gloria. See, and if I give it a pull, you can see we're starting to get a little bit of a pinched nose there. Awesome, Miss Nicole. I'm so proud of you. And I do like I like the black crochet thread better than the DMC. So we're going to do this again. Come down 1/4 of an inch, go under the fabric, and go straight across. And we're going to continue to do that all the way down. And this may look a little intimidating at first, but it's really not. Once you do it once or twice, it just becomes second nature to you. Yes, I tug each stitch. How did I do that? Okay. So now we're down here at the bottom. We're going to finish up on our bottom, the bottom of each line. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Susan. Okay, so far we have just gone down, and you can see that there's a stitch missing on each side. So now we're going to come back up and fill in those stitches, doing the same thing that we did whenever we went down. Oh, you're welcome, Becky. No, I haven't tried the crackle. So our thread is down here, and now we're going to come up and start filling in those stitches. You did awesome, Miss Nicole. You really did. And if you go back, I don't know if you've been here from the beginning. I talked about you at the very beginning of the live. I was very proud of you. I really was. So do you see how we're coming back up the same way that we went down? Thanks for joining us, Miss Rhonda. Does anybody have any questions on this? We're just working our way back up the nose, filling in those stitches and going under this pinched nose that we did. Hey Marcia, how are you? And then see, there's the last of our pencil line up there at the top. So we're just going to poke the needle in and then come back out on the back where we originally started. Oh, you're welcome, Erica. So there's our nose. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to come, still using, but I'm going to use my doll needle this time. And my doll needle is a 5-inch needle that is really great for working on doll faces. And we are going to come in and stitch the whites of the Santa's eyes. And if you are looking to buy a doll needle, we do have them in stock in our Etsy shop now. It's in the supplies section, and our Etsy shop is chestnutjunction.etsy.com. So we're going through in the same location on the back of our Santa, and we are going to come in and sew the whites of his eyes. And these whites are going to be just some horizontal lines over top of each other. Oh, they don't have to be straight. It's primitive. It's primitive. Not supposed to look perfect. This is cream crochet thread I'm using. And we are just stitching some horizontal lines. No, this pattern is not on the site. This is a free pattern that we are doing here with you on the live. There is a pattern sheet for the shape and the nose and the producer. No, this pattern is not on Etsy. So we've stitched some horizontal lines for the white of the eye. And I'm going to go ahead and take my doll needle and go under the nose and do the same on the other side. Would you guys rather have these as patterns that you can buy in the Etsy shop rather than doing this on lives? Just stitching the eyes here. Okay, thank you. Just checking. Because I'm like, if you just rather buy the pattern and, you know, hubby and I sit on the couch in the evening, you know, we can do that. So we stitch the other eye. Yes, sometimes we use patterns that you can buy in our Etsy shop, and then we just finish them a different way. That's what we did last night with the star. Oh, thank you, Nicole. So now we're going to go in with, there's our eyes, the whites of our eyes. We're going to go in with our black thread, and we are going to do the pupils. And the pupils are just going to be the same, you know, we're going to do stitches, but they're going to go up and down and go over the middle of these stitches we just did. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, Miss Erica. Awesome, Debbie. Thanks, Brenda. And we're just still going in that same location, one central location on the back of the head. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to be stitching vertical stitches over the whites of his eyes. So we just want to do that in the middle. And I'm not going all the way through the back of the head. I'm just going right under the fabric. I'm going under the stitches, but I'm going under the fabric too. Everybody needs Aunt Lydia to come visit. I don't know what she's out there doing. She might even be taking a nap in her lazy boy. Aunt Lydia does like her beer. I can't, you know, can't fault her for that. She does like her beer. Aunt Lydia likes the pork rinds too, and I can't get into the pork rinds. There's one eye. Oh, wrong way. Did you see Aunt Lydia at Joann's today? Girl, we wondered where she went. How are you commenting and stitching? I don't know. I've been doing this for so long. I could do this in my sleep. I'm not frozen on my end, Miss Brenda. Are other people frozen? Maybe you need to go out and come back in. So we're finishing up our last stitch. We're going to bring it back out the back of the head. Okay. Nobody else is frozen, so maybe you need to go out and come back in. So now we are going to coffee stain, and I have my bulk mix here. And my coffee stain, I make it in bulk, but our base stain is usually 1 tablespoon of coffee per 1 cup of warm water, and adjust that to your liking. If you don't like dark coffee stain, don't use as much, use less instant coffee if you don't like your coffee as dark. If you guys are just joining us, we are making a triangle Santa, and we're going to put him on a pedestal. And there is a free pattern page that you can download and print out to follow along with the tutorial we are doing tonight. No, if you you can refrigerate it, not a problem at all. If you put cinnamon in it, like a little bit of cinnamon in it, which cinnamon is a preservative, so you shouldn't have to refrigerate it. But if you don't put cinnamon or like cloves or anything in it, and I'm going to go ahead and add some coffee stain to this little pedestal that we painted as well. But if you want to refrigerate your coffee, yes, go ahead. Not a problem. Yeah, we're not froze here. I think the producer, did the producer put up the link for the pattern sheet? Everybody hide. It looks like Barb just joined us. Don't anybody say anything because Barb's here. Oh no, it's Barb. Hey, Miss Chicken Pickens, how are you doing? You don't see anybody. We're not here. You can use your coffee from the coffee pot. You can, but it's not going to be as dark. But if you put the cinnamon in it, it might give it a little bit more darkness. All you can do is try. There's no wrong way of doing this. I really do like how that red turned out. Thank you to whoever sent stars. We appreciate it. I'm just seeing that. Thank you, Tina. Thanks, Miss Gloria. I had it's called Deep Red, but it was a little brighter than what I normally used, so I mixed a little bit of black in it, and it gave it a nice deep color. Miss Jerry, we are using muslin tonight. Thanks, Kathy. For all you people that are just now joining us at A Better Live, is there another crafter that was on? There actually are a lot of creators out there that I like to watch. But you know who kills me is that Barb from the Shabby Tree. Does anybody watch Barb from the Shabby Tree? Because she is a hoot. She is like, I mean, always like on 110. You were at the fabric store getting buttons. Okay. All right. We'll let you have that one this time. Mickey, you watch, okay, so you guys have watched Barb from the Shabby Tree. I wish I had her energy. Okay, Kathy, as long as you're not cheating on me. I'm just kidding. I know, that Barb is just like, she goes 100 miles an hour. Yeah, she's got 2 sisters. Oh, 10 Hens. Well, that would make a lot of sense, because that's a good show. I didn't even think about being on at the same time as 10 Hens. I hear you, Miss Robin. I love coffee too, but ever since I've not been able to drink coffee, it's like, oh, I need to try to get motivated. Like, the caffeine, you know, caffeine is a wonderful product. Thanks, Sandra. I like watching everybody on 10 Hens, but for entertainment value only, Rusty Knob Prims, I like those two. Does it really, Barb? I miss my Diet Pepsi. Okay, we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. I gotta pick up the pace here. Okay, so we are going to... Awesome, Erica. The mister is a hoot. You don't have to live with him. We're going to scuff this up a little bit to make it look kind of worn. And then we are going to go for our, this is wool roving, cream wool roving. And I do sell this in my shop. If by chance you would go to purchase this in our shop and it is not there, do not fear, because I do have some in back stock. I would just have to get it out and get that put back in the shop. So if you go to our shop and we're out of stock on this cream wool roving, it will be back in like within 24 hours. So we are going to needle felt this. If you're not familiar with needle felting, I bought these in a case. I think they're Clover brand, and they actually go in a tool. Like there's a needle felting tool. Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. But this single needle felting needle would go up into a tool, but we're using it singularly. And if you can see, it's got barbs on it, not to be confused with Barb from Chicken Pickens, but it's got barbs on it. So yes, I will wash my fingers so I don't stab myself. But what it's going to do whenever we tap on our wool, it is going to interlock the wool and the polyfill, the fiber inside. So I'm going to cut some wool here, and I want it to look kind of messy. So I'm just going to take our wool and just kind of rough it up some. Pull on it, twist it, just to make it look you know, kind of primitive. And oh, you're a felter, nice. I don't know what size these are. They're not, I definitely know they're not the coarse ones. It would be more on the fine to medium side. So we're just trying to make that piece of wool look look all primitive like. And then what we're going to do is come in on the side of our head over here, and we're just going to tap this wool into place. and do the best that you can to try to stay in one location. And I mean, when I say one location, I mean, like, don't tap here and then come tap down here. But you just kind of want to stay in one area and just tap this. And you can see that is, that felting needle is causing that wool to go down down inside the head and grab with our stuffing inside. And we're just going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. So we have hair attached on both sides. So then I'm going to take another section and I am going to cut about a 2-inch piece maybe. And I'm going to fold it in half. But whatever piece size you think is okay, you know, that you can work with. But I'm going to come in and put that in over top of his eye for his eyebrows. And for this, I actually will needle felt. See if you can, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I will work with this a little bit more and try to get it to look like an eyebrow. So we took this, a piece like this, and made it look like that eyebrow. I'm actually doing this much faster than what I normally would do because we're realizing that at 2 hours, my phone usually goes dead. Now, do you think this guy should have blushed cheeks? So hit that heart button if you want blushed cheeks, and hit the like button for no blushed cheeks. So heart button, blush cheeks. Like button, no blush. Heart button for the blush. The like button for no blush. Okay, it looks like we want a little bit of blush. So, because I want to blush his cheeks before I put his beard on. So we are going to put a little bit of the paint. That's not the paint I wanted. Choo, 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 choo. It's this one I wanted. for the cheeks, I am using the Folk Art Barn Red, and I'm almost out of it. And we are just going to use the dry brush method where we load our paintbrush, but then come over here and try to get the excess paint out of it. So I'm going to go kind of low on these cheeks. And I start out with just doing a light layer because, can anybody say why? I say it every night, I think. We can always add more paint, but we can't take it away. So be sure to go light, and then you can add more layers. Hit that with my heat tool. Did Carrie answer the $1 million question? Yes. And be careful when you're using the heat tool around your wool, because the wool very easily melts. So we're going to come back in and try to see what's going to look best here. This is just a scrap piece here, and I mean, hopefully it's long enough. Let's see. I'm going to cut this in half. I hope I don't regret it, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to come under his nose, and I'm going to felt that in. And then I'm just going to take the ends of my wool and just kind of work them around. If you need to trim it up, you can squish this around in your fingers to make it, you know, look kind of bunched up and curly. So now we are going to cut a piece of our, this is Warm and Natural batting, This can be purchased at your fabric counter at like Walmart, Joann's. So we're going to trim a piece to put around his hat. And this is probably about 1 inch wide. Just want to make sure that it's going to fit around his hat. Thank you. Sorry if I miss any of your comments. I do go back and read them all. It's just I'm trying to pick up the pace here because I don't want my phone to go dead. What happens is we could plug my phone in, but my microphone is plugged into my phone. So that's why we can't plug my phone in. Or we could stay on here longer. But it seems like about the 2-hour mark, the phone decides it wants to abandon ship. So we've got our Warm and Natural, and we're gonna coffee stain our Warm and Natural. Hit it with our heat tool. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Aunt Lydia's back there with you, producer. I thought she was sleeping in her lazy boy watching Entertainment Tonight. This is a nice heat tool. I like it. Aunt Lydia, she's ornery as usual. I missed that question. Looked like there was a question about the beard. I know I had a piece of pine here. Where did I put it? Here it is. So I'm trying to figure out if I could put this piece of pine under that will work. I'm going to try to put this piece of pine under his hat rim. Cross your fingers, your toes, your eyes that that works. Get my glue gun here. Trying to get this piece of pine glued to his head there. Oh my gosh, where'd that go? On my apron. Look at that. This is what I get for trying to hurry. Take your time when you guys do this. I blame Aunt Lydia too. Okay, so we are going to, I don't know. Well, let's make sure we get this attached to this. I think I'm stuck to the table. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Somebody said the other night, how do I keep my apron so clean? Well, you guys are the first to see we have damaged the apron. Okay, so we're going to put a little snip in the bottom of our Santa here, right behind the seam, to put our base up into. See the little hole behind the seam? So we're going to go ahead and work that up in there.
Facebook blocked me for commenting too much.
Huh?
Facebook blocked me for commenting too much.
Oh, Facebook just blocked the producer for too many comments. It's a bunch of poo, I tell you. He's just trying to be friendly. Okay, so we're going to give this a little bit of glue back here to make sure that this Santa is good and stuck on here. Yes, they blocked him for responding to your comments. He should come in here. Okay, so our little Santa is now on his stand. I've brought some different things in here. So, do we like this? Hit the heart button if you like this bell at the top. Or hit the like button if you want us to try something else. So, yes, Aunt Lydia probably did rat him out. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of likes on that one too. So maybe does the smaller button look good? Hit the heart if you think the smaller button looks better. Or you hit the heart if you like this one. Or hit the like if you want the bigger one. So hearts, we keep this one. Boy, it's half and half. Okay, hearts this one, likes this one. A like, the like button if you like the big one. The heart button if you like the small one. Guys, it's like half and half. Actually, I'm thinking you guys are liking this one better. So I'm going to put this on here. And if you like these large bells, I carry those in my Etsy shop as well. And is in the supplies section, and that is chestnutjunction.etsy.com. Aunt Lydia can be cruel. I mean, I can't believe that she ratted the producer out like that. Okay. Where did I saw something else. So we have our little piece of pine there. I'm making a mess here. I have glued myself to the table. The producer got banned, and I lost my rusty heart. You have seen it all here tonight, folks. Glued myself to the table. Here. They want to see you.
I wonder what size bell you're using.
This is a 1-inch bell available in my Etsy shop.
And black crochet thread.
And the black crochet thread, I'm not sure. Do you guys like that star? Right here next to the pine. Hit the hearts if you like that star. Alrighty. We will put that on there. The producer chooses to be anonymous because he's no fun.
Keeps the mystery.
Oh, it keeps the mystery?
You're the face of this business, not me. Come on.
Okay. All right, guys. Here is our finished triangle Santa. And I would tell the producer to put that thanks, Karen. I would tell the producer to put that link up, but since he's banned, he cannot. So if you guys need the link for this pattern sheet, just go back in the comments here in the live. Thank you, guys. So don't forget, tomorrow night is our live auction, and that will start at 7. And just to tell you ahead of time, whenever we do that, we will run each item. We will run each item for 2 minutes, in which you will be able to bid. Whoever has the highest bid at the end of 2 minutes will get the item. We will invoice through PayPal. Shipping is not included in the bid price, so just be cautious of that, because like that piece right there, that hat's probably going to be a little bit more expensive to ship. And then we cannot use dollar signs or decimals, and we are going to use, you have to use whole numbers, so it can't be like $12.50. It's either going to be $12 or $13. So whenever we're bidding, you just want to put 12 or 13. We don't want, we can't use dollar signs and we can't use decimals. Everybody's saying hello, producer.
This is why I disturb things. I'm too
now
popular.
Now he just told me that he thinks that he's more popular than I am. I can't believe he said that. Hold on a minute while I beat him. Hey, who put up that laughing face? That's not even funny. Okay, that the producer is more popular. Okay, at least Aunt Lydia still likes me best.
True.
Okay,
That is true.
him and Aunt Lydia don't get along too well. Okay, they say you're a good producer and a brave man. What, is he a brave man because he's married to me? What is that supposed to mean? What are you implying, Marlene? I think they feel sorry for you now. Yeah. I'll deal with him when we get off of here. Okay. His comment? Yeah. It is true. People like him more than they do me. Yeah, he wants her beer. All right, guys, I got to get off here because my phone is about ready to go dead. Again, the pattern sheet for this is going to be in the comments, probably. The producer does help me a lot. He has me and Aunt Lydia. Yes, he does. Me and drunk Aunt Lydia. Okay, so pattern for this should be in the comments somewhere. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night whenever we do that live auction. It's going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And as always, we thank you all for being here. I'll thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. We enjoy spending our evenings with you. Thank you. And yes, prayers to everybody who needs it out there tonight. Just God bless all of you. Know you have a good support system here with these ladies, and we are blessed to have you spending your evenings with us. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed evening, and hopefully we see you tomorrow night. And if you don't already follow our page, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you need the supplies like the wool and the bells, it's chestnutjunction.etsy.com. God bless. See you guys tomorrow night. Bye.